this is the case with you, it is especially important for you to seek help from a professional. The detailed results is, damn, nigga, you probably have ADHD.
I've always had issues with like turning in homework, remembering things. I would always like leave books in other class, like in a grammar school. It was like, I left my book in my locker, I left my book in my bag, and I have to go get it. I have to leave class to go get it, or I left this at home. Oh, I forgot we had homework today. What? Sometimes like I'll forget some shit. I remember mom would be like, "What's wrong with you?" And it's like, bro, I don't know. So it's kind of, it feels like there's a question that's been going throughout my life that I want an answer to.
How long have you suspected, like, Ian, like low-key, maybe?
Forever. I just thought you already had a diagnosis.
What made you think that?
You forget everything all the time, and you cannot stay still. And yeah, those are the two big ones.
How do you think that answer's going to affect you moving forward?
I mean, shit, I don't know. Isn't that what the movie's about?
Do you think I have ADHD?
Yes, as someone who has ADHD, Ian most definitely has ADHD. I've thought that since I've met you, so yeah.
You know, yeah, the whole reason we're doing the movie is because I feel like I was getting to a point where I was like, this isn't sustainable.
I think, in fact, that might be part of the character journey that you see here, is your comedy and your warmth and your charisma are a way of fighting against whatever the heavy is.
That's crazy, man. Literally for the reaction shot, that's crazy.
Stay focused, Ian. We're making a movie about ADHD. We just were talking about something profound. Well, I guess there's your first example right there.
Oh, hey! ADHD test results are inside.
Did you get them? Do you have it?
Anything over $13.99 means you have some specific symptoms related to ADHD. Review results.
Ian, do you know what hyperfixations are?
Yes.
You get hyperfixations?
I don't think I really.
My main thing was, after I got over, come on, Ian, stop being a knucklehead, just in general, my main feeling was, this idea that you fell behind on stuff and then you didn't want to face it and just hope that it would somehow fix itself.
I know that you were struggling last semester with staying awake in class, and that really was concerning for me as your professor too. It was like, what's going on? What are you struggling with? But I was thinking, okay, so Ian's actually struggling with something.
Because this is a thing a lot of times, and cause I'm super forgetful. My memory is ass, and there's some people who are like okay with that, and then some people who are like really, like they really take that to heart. This is like like sometimes like if I forget something, my partner's like, oh, like you don't pay attention to me, and it's like kind of joking, but it's also like there's like some truth there where it's like they don't feel paid attention to or listened to, and it's like I literally can't like control it.
I make decisions quickly and fail to think through the consequences. There's a reason I'm laughing at that one in particular. I just broke up. Well, me and my partner broke up like 2 days ago now. So I'm still thinking through the consequences. It's a hard decision to come to. So the thing I didn't want to say to Morton is I fully failed like 2 classes, like from fumbling at that's what Mark was alluding to. Mm-hmm. Fumbling at the end line, essentially. When you get an email saying you're on academic probation, you're like, clearly something's not going correctly. Mm-hmm. Like that's not even me being like, something feels like no, like the school is being like you fucked up. Well, don't you think it'd be a disservice if it was just?
Yeah, you're pretty epic outside of
if it was a movie
being
about
forgetful and not using your calendar ever. The fact that you've lived 20-some years without having that diagnosis or without thinking about that is like, this has been like a long, and then only talking about that would be like, this is what formed me as a human.
Like, let's just say, for a nigga failing classes, I'm doing better than a lot of niggas right now.
Westside nigga go crazy. Westside nigga go crazy.
For me, you're just the guy with all that energy and enthusiasm and talent.
City that they don't be talking about. Austin, my grandmama house.
Professor Forster and just sort of checked in and, you know, we compared notes and both said how much we really like having you in class and having you in our lives. And we're like, you know, we're Team Ian here.
I think, Ian, you are one of the kindest people. I think you are so openly friendly to everybody. Everybody feels warm and welcome with you. You're also one of the chillest people ever. Like, whatever happens, you're like, this is what's happening, you'll get through it, and you always keep a really level head.
Alright, Zuha, what does this movie mean to you?
What does this movie mean to me?
Yeah.
I think this movie, you're showing off how that's not all you are. You're clearly a super passionate person, super good at, like, you get your stuff done. When you care about something, you do it good, and you're a great person to be around and work with. But you're still a great human being, and ADHD is not everything about you, right?
The police took my nigga freedom, I'll probably be in there with him. Cause honestly, I think just like all my niggas. And honestly, I should've reached out to Twister like, hey bro, I got one.
Why does this matter?
You're asking me? It matters because let's say you're somebody who like may or may not have ADHD and you're watching this. It's like, oh, this doesn't have to be like the end of the end of my world. It's not the end of my life if you have ADHD. Like, oh, like you can still do cool things. You can still like make shit. It doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to be like, you know, it's not something you have to be like sad about. It can just be an aspect of your reality. I can do shit. Like, I'm competent. I'm in college. I got a scholarship to go to college. We're not fucking stupid, you know? It's like, so, you know, it's not like admitting you need help isn't saying you can't do it. It's just saying you need help to do it.
Yeah. That's good.
That's my soapbox. Cut that shit.
That was good. That was a good answer. That was a good answer.
Like cheerleader clothes. I remember letters in the first grade cause of GDs and foes. Mama speaking in code, trying to get a job at the store. Never gonna get it like I'm Vogue. All my West Side niggas go.